sound like the cock that just wakes up in the morning. Do they even sleep? Oh yes, they do. They do sleep.
They sleep earlier.
Earlier,
Yes.
yeah, and then they crow earlier too, just to let you know that hey, you gotta be somewhere, sometime. Yeah, but yes, let's greet you in the way that we know how to. We would say Nakwana Karo Ututuoma. We would say Agife Olodudu. We would say Mamurel Keo. Yes, in my dialect, I would say Amesiere and Cassie in Tive would say.
Endeavor. Good
Endeavor.
morning, Nigerians. Good morning, UD.
Good morning to you, Cassie. I am so fine,
I see
lady
that you're really
in red. Oh,
I knew you were going to do that.
She's okay. Okay.
I know the song, but
You know the
I do
song?
not know the lyrics. So
Yeah.
but I definitely
You know that
the
song,
message
yeah?
they're trying
The
to
Lady
pass.
in Red.
Well,
Lovely, lovely
you
tune.
always pass the vibe check.
Yeah.
And your energy is always on
Ooh,
100.
tell me something. Tell me now.
Absolutely. And every time running this with you,
Woo.
it's just that vibe that we
vibe,
need to
exactly.
get our day started.
Exactly.
But well, it's about making sure that
Sure.
we have a swell time here.
Most def.
And as much as we are trying to have fun, we'll also stay informed and educated.
That's
Because
right.
they say that when you are not informed or misinformed, you are deformed.
That's right.
Yeah, so
Okay.
let's keep the energy going.
Talking about the energy right there. Remember, today is July the 9th of 2025. Okay, and let's get you started with things that you ought to know this morning. Let's get you to know that vice chancellors of universities in the country have adopted 150 as the minimum cutoff mark for 2025-2026 admission. So this decision was reached in a voice note supervised by the Registrar of the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, Professor Ishak Oloyede, on Tuesday at the ongoing policy meeting on admission in Abuja. 150, Cassie, what you think? In our days, what was it?
200 and above?
It was 190.
Oh, 190,
Yes,
yes, 190,
170,
sorry,
190, yeah. Now it's brought down
I
to
think
one.
that I think it just shows the decline that we're experiencing at the moment, because even when it was 190, we had people scoring 200 and above.
That's right.
And it was not enough for certain courses.
For certain courses, yeah,
Yes,
most
and
def.
you still have to write that jam again. A lot of people had to resort to private universities
Most def.
because they were not able to get the benchmark
That's right.
for public schools in Nigeria. And right now we are moving it from the 190, 170
yeah,
we used to know to
to
now
150.
150. Well, I think it just shows that there is a decline in our education.
Most
Yes, there is a very sharp decline in our education. But some people would want to argue that why do we even have this test in the first place? Because some people would argue that the test is not that relevant.
Right.
Because if you have the SSCE, it's already a pass. If you pass, it should already be a benchmark for you getting into the university and not having to undergo different tests from, because after the jam, you have to write,
Post-UTME.
exactly, you have to write aptitude tests, or you have to go through some way.
Right.
So why not just use that SSCE to catapult you to the aptitude test where the school decides to test you and everything? Because for some people, the jam might not just be that yardstick to measure their intelligence. And then let's also look at the fact that we have moved digital in writing these examinations.
Yeah.
And you see that the failure or the glitches that were recorded in the few years have been quite massive. And some people would say that maybe this is because the ICT literal level that we have here in the country may not be as high as we think. The fact that people are using smartphones does not translate to that everyone is an ICT expert or they
Sure.
know how to
Tech
operate
savvy.
these things when it has to do with an exam. So there is still so much of work that we need to do. I think at the end of the day, let's not just look at the negative. Maybe this is done to ensure that everyone is taken along. But it shouldn't just be about the quantity. It should be about the quality that we are producing, because away from jam, these people will get into a system, and if that foundation was not there, it's going to be difficult.
Okay. So you heard it. I mean, you broke it down from the beginning till the end. There's nothing to add, nothing to subtract. But let's let you in on the fact that Dangote Petroleum Refinery has announced a fresh reduction in the price of premium motor spirits PMS, bringing the new rate down to 820 naira per litre from 840 naira. Now, the latest 20 naira cut is following a previous reduction just a week earlier when the price dropped from 880 naira to 840 naira per litre. Now, bringing a total decrease to 60 naira or approximately 6.82% within 1 week. All right.
Well, moving away from that oil story, let's talk about the fact that the federal government has formally set 16 years as the minimum age for admission in Nigeria's tertiary institutions. Minister of Education Dr. Tunji Alausa announced this during the opening session of the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board JAM 2025 policy meeting on Tuesday in Abuja.
Awesome. Well, the United States has revised its reciprocal non-immigrant visa policy for Nigeria. So the U.S. Embassy in Nigeria announced this in a statement issued on Tuesday. According to the new policy, though, which takes place immediate effect, most non-immigrant and non-diplomatic visas issued to Nigerians will be single entry with a 3-month validity period.
All right. Basically, they're saying that, okay, if you can do it, we can do it back. But I think at the end of the day, it's also having that bilateral synergy because no country can thrive without the other. Yes, America might be a world power and everything, but also Nigeria itself, no small, if you would permit me to say that, because every country is very important in the committee of or in this grand scheme of things. Even though I understand that Nigeria put out the first leg and right now the US is trying to retaliate and say if you can do it, we can do our own back in twofold. But I think at the end of the day, it shouldn't just be about that egocentric approach to governance. I think somehow the citizens should be considered, and I'm hoping that somehow Nigeria and the US will find a common ground so that they can work together and see how they would also make sure that every other person is able to thrive regardless. But like we always say, every country has the sovereignty to make its own decisions, and right now these countries are showing us that okay, Nigeria is putting their foot, the US is also putting their own back. In fact, US has put their hands and their legs into the field to show that yes, we also have the power to do what we need to do.
Anyways, let's get to the story now. The interim chairman of the African Democratic Congress ADC, David Mark, on Tuesday said the newly formed coalition does not have a preferred presidential aspirant ahead of the 2027 general elections. Now, he said the coalition's focus is to put out a party that will be accepted by Nigerians. Okay. Okay.
Yudi, what do you think about this one?
Well, some big names, some big power-dragging politicians are in the ADC. There's quite a lot to be expected with the ADC, especially with David Mark right there. But then again, there has also been some tussle about whether or not the ADC has the strength power, to face the APC come 2027. And there is also the fear of whether Kwankwaso is indeed going to move to the ADC and pitch his tent there. I mean, he's in a tight corner too as well. Big names. And it does seem as though the APC is in a place of fear and a state of concern at first. Yes, disarray. That's the word. Well, at some point they had come out to saying we're not feeling bad. No, these are political, selfish politicians who are coming together, making some noise. Nigerians won't take you seriously and all. I mean, we've seen one or two persons who say that those who constitutes the ADC are just one and the same crookies, right? And so what's the point? Do we really have a hope? But then for most Nigerians or some Nigerians, having the ADC as an opposition party, building strength and momentum against the APC come 2027 is a welcome development.
Of course, it is a welcome development. First of all, we recognize it that constitutionally, they all have the rights, the freedom of gathering. Yeah. They have a right of having a political party. However, you've expressed some concerns about if they can take that power, right, or they can reclaim power from the current administration. I think if anyone out there, especially in the main political party we have in Nigeria, says that they are not rattled by what is going out there, I think they might just be very disingenuous,
Right.
because they did not see that move coming. Even though there might have been speculations, they did not expect. Remember that the ADC had brought out a decoy with that ADA party,
Yeah.
only for them to gather in one room and say, see, we are adopting ADC and this is what we are doing. But looking at what the interim chairman of the ADC has said, that the party does not have a preferred candidate. And I totally agree, because it shouldn't be about having a preferred candidate,
Right.
but should be about putting their ears to the ground to listen to what the masses are saying. Because if you say this coalition is about putting a party that would be accepted by Nigerians, how do you field someone that is relatively acceptable by Nigerians? Because now the vehicle is one thing, the driver is also very important.
Right.
Because we are looking at a President Bola Tinubu in this instance, and we already know some of the controversies surrounding his person, regardless of his performance in office and all of that. You need someone that will be able to stand side by side with this man. And I think that the last election already gave us the answers, and a lot of truths and lies were demystified, because right now nobody's being underrated anymore. Because last time we heard different talks about everything, and all of them went into the field, put in their food, and we all saw the results.
Right.
But I think that if the ADC would really want to rescue Nigeria as they are portraying it to be, then I want to believe that they know what to do. However, some people are speculating that maybe this is just a vehicle to serve one man's interest, that I may just hold my breath for now, but we are still trying to see where this coalition would go, because maybe it might just lead us to what the presidency is saying this morning. Well, let's find out. Now, the presidency has declared that the African Democratic Congress ADC coalition will implode within 6 months due to a lack of ideology.
Right.
Speaking in an interview, Special Advisor to the President on Policy Communication, Daniel Bwala, said the vice presidential candidate of the Labour Party, LP, in the 2023 elections, Dati Baba Ahmed, had already sensed the looming crisis. I think that this is just the case of trying to build up a perception, because it is still too early to call. Of course, anywhere there is a gathering of people, there will be a clash of interest. However, even the APC back in 2014, we did not have it. It didn't lack that. And if you look at the incidents of that time, even though the former President Buhari was the popular choice for that coalition, for that alliance, they still had a primary where everyone took their foot to the ground. They put their foot in the field. We had the likes of Okorocha, we had the likes of former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, who went to wrestle it out with the president as at the time. And because he was the preferred candidate, he was voted and appointed, not appointed, but voted as the party's presidential candidate for 2015. And that was how he was able to toggle it out with former President Goodluck Jonathan. So I think at the end of the day, we all know what we are doing. I mean, not categorically stated, but we all know. And I'm just hoping that the ADC knows what to do, because they might just, maybe it might just implode, as Daniel Bwala is predicting this morning.
Right, but also keep it in mind that Daniel Bwala used to be a special advisor with the Buhari administration at the time, or Atiku Abubakar at the time, and now he's coming out strong and speaking tough. Anyways.
You know, these are the issues, UD. When you talk about principles and ideology, I think it's quite rich coming from him, because we've seen tweets.
Right.
Tweet. I'm not even making it up. He has tweeted before that the moment you leave and move into the party that he's currently in, your brain stops working. Wow. That is what he said. I'm not even making it up.
I know. I saw that one.
It's crazy, the kind of things that these people say.
Yeah.
But I think at the end of the day, it just shows that you have the right to move, but there should be principle in what you say, because you are prone to move. And for me, I see that as much as these people are trying to move, what exactly is the interest? Where do the people stand in all of this movement, moving from party A to party B, or whatever coalition or alliance that they might want to put together? But then, I think, like you've already said, you've established it, that this is quite rich coming from
Daniel Bwala. Come on.
We had him talk about the now president, Bola Tinubu. He said all sorts of things, very unprintable things. But today, where are we?
Yeah, okay. Anyways, let's get you to know that the naira yesterday appreciated to 1,560 naira to a dollar in the parallel market from 1,565 naira to a dollar in one day. But the naira depreciated to 1,530 naira to a dollar in the Nigerian foreign exchange markets. That is the NFAM. Okay.
All right, now moving away from that report on our currency, let's talk about this one. Ogun State Police Command has rescued 38 Cameroonian nationals from a locked building in the Mowe area of the state. The victims, comprising 22 men and 16 women, were said to have been lured into the country on the pretenses by suspected fraudsters who allegedly promised them lucrative business opportunities.
Too bad.
The grass isn't always greener on the other side.
Well, a commercial truck on Tuesday crushed 3 junior secondary school students and one commercial motorcyclist, popularly called Okada Rider, to death in Oluyole local government area of Oyo State. The incident occurred on the Abanla Idi Ayunre road in the morning when the students were going to school. Sad
Very
report
sad.
right
May their souls rest in peace.
Amen to that.
All right, finally, on giving you top things you should know, the senator representing Kogi Central, Senator Natasha Akpoti Uduahan, has clarified her decision to delay her official return to the Senate, despite a court ruling that voided her recent suspension from legislative duties. In an interview on Tuesday, the lawmaker explained that her decision was guided by legal counsel and a deep respect for institutional procedures. I love this one because when I saw her post that she was going to come back, and I think
how the Senate was already preparing for a showdown.
She's someone I respect a lot, and of course you already know where I stand as regards not just women's rights but also justice. But at the same time, I like the fact that she has decided to listen to her legal counsel because the court has already ruled in her favor. However, remember that the Senate has said they are going to go through the certified true copy of that judgment. And as much as we know where the Senate stands in this, let's still give them the benefit of the doubt. Why? For posterity's sake. So that one day, when our future generations check, they would ask, what did the senator do in this case? And it will be written that she followed procedure, yet this was what happened. So at the end of the day, no matter how innocent you might be, it is still important to adhere to the laid down principles. And I love the fact that she's decided to yield to the voice of reasoning by not just going straight into resumption, but waiting for the red chamber to decide on the judgment. And I'm really hoping that the Senate is going to reciprocate this respect for institutionalization and also see how they can go through the CTC immediately and see how they can recall her back, because the court has already identified that her suspension was illegal and should be voided immediately. And she was not also gone without punishment. She was also given a fine to pay for contempt of court. So I think at the end of the day, we just want to see a space where our lawmakers can come together, thrive, and represent the people the way it should be. So I think I love the fact that she's decided to mellow down, if I could say that.
Natasha showing wisdom right there. That's what it's called, wisdom. Anyways, we're going to the front page already, and it's going to be a smart read, a very smart read. So let's stay together on this one. The Nation newspaper now, the big story: opposition's early 2027 moves won't distract Tinubu, says Idris. All right, it's got two writers to it. President focused on delivery of dividends. Second writer, Basiru. APC support in the North solid. That story continues on page 4 of the Nation newspaper. Governor is the kicker here. Bandits live among us in Katsina. Wow, it has come to that point now. And you find that one on page 2 of the Nation newspaper. Just above that story, admission age pegged at 16, page 4. Jammed institutions fix cutoff marks at 150, even low as 100. Page 4 now. You see that story looking so popular. Now, the base of the Nation newspaper now, you'd find this one. Natasha fails to resume at Senate. Page 4. Senate House clash over concurrence on bills. Page 5. Add 1 to 4, you get 5. And then for the story that is continued on page 4 with the Nation newspaper now, this one says, U.S. restricts Nigerians, others to single entry 3 months visas. All right.
Well, very interesting read from the Nation newspaper. And now, moving away from the Nation newspaper, let's take a look at the Nigerian Tribune. Now, what seems to be the biggest story is 2027, which serves as the kicker. It says ADC has no preferred presidential aspirant. David Mark is speaking this morning. Remember, he's the interim national chairman of the ADC. Now, we have two riders to that story. Party assembles 97 lawyers to challenge fake suit against interim leadership. Okay, now moving on to Ondo ex-governorship candidates Jegede Ajayi, others join coalition. UD. I think if the presidency says that they are not perturbed about this, it's just a mind game.
Right.
It is a mind game because we have a lot of strong people, and those that you would consider to have been the president's men as at then. If you have the likes of the former governor of Osun State, Ralph Aregbesola, coming to join forces against the president, then something is really happening. And there are so many other people that will join this coalition, even though they may not come out clearly now. In the last minute, we all know that 1 minute is a very long time in politics, and they might just show their footing very soon. But looking at this, for them to say they are not perturbed about this, they are perturbed, or maybe they have just succeeded in hacking the mind game kind of thing. Do not know.
But don't get it wrong. The ADC had accused the APC as well as even the president of convening a secret meeting with their top leaders. Right. And they're saying that there is every thought that proclaims that the APC is trying to infiltrate and take over the ADC, even spiritually. Private Odele has also told Mr. President, warning him, this thing is divine, and the ADC is divine, so be careful.
I think we've had such talks from him in the past.
Well,
but I think what you said is not far from the truth. It is still clear that maybe there are some people trying to play the LP game and the PDP game in the ADC. You know, they did see this coming. I think the more like left the minister of the FCT in the PDP and said, okay, take your party. And then they left Abure in the LP and the other guy, Apampa or somebody like that. Yeah, Apampa, yes. They left him in that one and said, okay, let's leave you guys with your drama. Because the FCT minister has shown us that it is very okay for you to be in one party and then work for another party. Of course. It is national harmony. So why not? Let's do this together.
National harmony, right? You say. Anyway.
So at the end of the day, but honestly, it's going to be an interesting one. And some people will say it's the same crop of people who are gathering in a different party, more like same wine in a different bottle. But if you say all of this, I've come to realize that no cent anywhere is coming to save this country. And I think it's about this messianic attitude or perception that we've had that cost us 2015.
He's going to come with an iron fist,
we just
with a crown.
Wanted anything but Jonathan, even though I wasn't among, but well, I think we all saw how that panned out.
Right.
So I think that as much as this coalition is coming with all of the stories and everything, as much as some people would have certain thoughts about the APC, or some people are supporting the APC or against the APC, let's not vote with the idea that, oh, it's just about pushing the president out. It should be about who is coming in. Who are we trusting with the keys at the end of the day? Remember, it is everyone's fundamental right. However, we must use our senses on the polls, but I think we'll definitely get that.
We'll get
now,
that.
Let's talk about what page 7 is saying. Dangote refinery reduces fuel price again. Ex-depot price now 820 naira per liter. I see Dangote refinery courting Nigerians. Come to us. We are definitely the solution. Well, let's see how long this would go. While on page 2 of the Nigerian Tribune, we have issued over 3.5 million passports, saved 1 billion naira from reforms. Interior Minister, go find out. Well, one of the ministers that people would say he's reputed to be one of the most working ministers. I do not know how true, but well, he is reputed to be so. While moving away from that, page 21, recovered fund from corruption cases channeled into Nel Fund. Consumer credit schemes, others, EFCC. Recovered fund from corruption cases channeled into Nel Fund. Consumer credit scheme, others, EFCC,
All right.
who is benefiting from Nelfund. Wow. All right, right now, page 2 also has another story. JAM sets 150 as cutoff mark for universities. That can be found on page 2, and we have 2 riders to that one. What I would say, the semi-biggest story, FG pegs university admission age at 16, declares admission outside COPS illegal. All right, now at the base, we have page 6. CBN ends loan waivers, others banks to submit capital plans July 14th. So no more waivers, no more loan waivers. More details on page 6. And now page 16 has this one. EFCC quizzes suspects as customs intercepts undeclared foreign currencies worth 653.9 million naira at Kanu Airport.
Undeclared.
What is about this foreign currency? Well, go find out. I would have said that we're done, but we still have 2 more stories that we cannot ignore. And the stories could be found on page 2. Yes, US issues new visa policy for Nigerians, and the rider to that one, non-immigrant, non-diplomatic visas, now single entry. 3-month validity. You know, before that, Nigerians used to have multiple entry, but right now it's just one single entry, and for just 3 months. Now the US is doing their own back.
Okay,
page 16 has Olubadan CCI. Is that CC2?
Yeah,
or
CCII.
Okay,
President.
CCII president
Yeah.
says Ladoja hail fit as 21-day mourning period for Olakuleyin begins. Okay, the race is already on for the next Olubadan, even though we are still mourning the passing of the Olubadan who just passed away. May his soul rest in peace. Amen. And may his family be comforted.
All right, you already heard that. We'll just go on a recess now. We'll be right back in a short bit. Don't go away.
The good tunes just don't stop.
The good tunes just don't stop.
Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja.
Abuja, you're in luck. It's the upgrade promo from my Abuja Home Limited. For their Broadwater estate and plots in Gwagwalada, get 250 square meter for just 700k when you make an outright payment. That's a whopping 81% discount, or go premium with 500 square meters for only 1 million naira. That's 80% of the original price of 5 million naira. With our authentic FCT land document, you have no issues at all. We have a flexible payment plan for up to 12 months for your convenience. Get your land in Broadwater Estate, Paiko, Gwagwalada now, with green environment, accessible roads, power supply, guaranteed security, and lots more. Call or WhatsApp my Abuja Home on 0808 883 7426, 0808 883 7426, or 0808 272 3824, 0808 272 3824. Hurry now, promo ends soon. These opportunities also open to military personnel. My Abuja Home Limited. Affordable. Live the life.
Please listen to this announcement. A prestigious spa and salon needs the following: a therapist, a nail technician, and a hair stylist. Interested applicants should send their CV via WhatsApp to 081 579 17278. That is 081 579 17278. Thank you.
Abuja, something big is coming to the capital. Yankee Entertainment presents Joe Boy live in Abuja. Come vibe to live performance by Joe Boy. Joe Boy is coming with some friends. Date, Friday, 25th July 2025. Venue, Transcorp Hilton, Abuja. Time, red carpet, 5 p.m. Main event, 6 p.m. Get your tickets now. Early bird regular, 15,000 naira. Early bird VIP, 30,000 naira. Regular, 25,000 naira. VIP, 45,000 naira. Tables, gold, 2 million naira. Platinum, 4 million naira. Get your tickets now on www.apitix.com. Call 0702-536-4691. Follow at Malam Yankee for updates. Joe Boy, live in Abuja. Supported by Hennessy, Z Cotton, Kairos Hoff Energy, Power Horse, Transco Hilton, Tokyo Nightlife, and Eagles FM.
Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. It's still the breakfast show on here, Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. We give you an audio-visual radio experience that you can count on anytime, any day. Remember that we have an online television that we're streaming pari passu with the audio that you're listening to via your radio or your radio in your handsets, okay? And it is at Eagles FM Abuja. Go to the YouTube channel now, subscribe, and go on to the Facebook page wall. Give us a like, give us a following, leave a comment, and share the post, right? That goes a long way. We appreciate that. Spread the Eagles wings across every other social media platform as you know it, and it will be at Eagles FM Abuja. Handing the number to you now, 0907 353 0044 or 0908 766 8888. Hello, good morning.
Barrister, good morning.
Hello.
Barrister,
Good morning to you, Obasanjo.
Thank you. My sister, good morning.
Yes, good morning to you, Bassinger. Good to hear from you today. Go ahead.
Thank you. My name is Aluda Senator Basanjo, calling you from the main city of Niger State, Mina.
Okay.
Barrister,
Go
don't
ahead.
be panic. Don't be panic. My sister, don't be panic. It's a big time is coming. 2027. It's on the news. Even the APC, you can now see, they are not happy. Everywhere, every angle you enter. And what you plant it very well. What you do, remember, they will do it for you. It's the coalitions that the present president did in 2015 to remove President Goodluck Jonathan. It's the same thing. What goes around comes around.
Okay.
So we pray and we will continue to pray. 2027, it will be a plus for Nigeria, a liberation for Nigeria, a hope for Nigeria, a peace for Nigeria. Nigeria will be safe from insecurity.
All right.
Nigeria will be safe in all ramifications, all bad things that we have seen since Buhari take office up to date. Nigeria will be free in Jesus' name.
All right, amen to that
It's
one,
a power,
Obasanjo.
and we will continue.
Yeah,
And we will continue.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Obasanjo, for want of time, if you don't mind, thank you though. We appreciate that one from you. All right, if that's okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate,
Thank
man.
you.
Thank you. All right, Obasanjo there giving his thoughts and saying that come 2027, don't worry. It says presenters, don't be afraid, don't be 2027, you'll be shocked. Everything will be fine. El Dorado. Hello, good morning.
My good friend is Odua.
Yes, please. Good morning to you.
My name is Honorable Edward.
Honorable Edwards, all the way from Apple.
Yes.
Talk to us, Honorable.
Yeah, big sister there.
Good morning. Good morning to you, Honorable.
Yeah, the coalition is just, why can't they just go and, get the party that they can contest? The coalition is dead at a rather. Why I say this is that they don't even have agenda. Secondly, their plan is only to take over the presidency. That is what they want to do. The presidency. What happened to governor? What happened to councillor? What happened to House of Assemblymen? What happened to House of Reps and Senators? That is where it is going to crash. Watch it out. But why should not even engage themselves in this correction of a thing? It's just a group of failures, a group of politicians who has established insecurity in Nigeria. A group of politicians who has completely failed for long. That they came together, to take over the power again. Who will give them that power? I wasn't that time.
Okay, Honorable.
Let's
Okay.
get the candidate. I know there's no candidate there. Peter Obi, he's a good candidate. He's a good candidate. Will they give him? They will not give him. And then we are talking about US giving us literal. That's my business. My daughter is there, but that's my business with US. US will quickly ban Nigeria from traveling to US so that we can develop our country.
Right.
They should ban them completely.
Okay.
Ban them completely.
All right.
So, Nigeria, our country can be developed. We have good hospitals. Where must we travel to go to hospital there? Why must we travel to go and rest? Because that country is good.
All right, honorable for one time. Yeah, for one time, so that we can get every other person captured. But thank you so much, though. Appreciate it.
I made my prayer. I want to appreciate that with people again.
Okay.
Reducing fuel price. Thank you. God bless you.
Appreciate. Awesome. Honorable Edward says, ban them, ban us outrightly. What's our business going there? So we can develop. What is going on? Hello. Good morning.
Hello, good morning. This is Abdul calling from Suleja.
Abdul, all the way from Suleja. Talk to us.
I want to thank you people for giving us this platform to talk every day.
Appreciate.
I know the government are listening.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever we say here, we are not just saying it for nothing. I want to thank Dangote also for reducing the fair price. Almost every time when Dangote reduces this price, we go to filling station, we don't see the impact there. Yesterday I was in the filling station, I don't see the impact. I think I want to use this opportunity to talk to the regulators. They should be checking all these filling stations whenever they reduce price. My condolence to the children that the Okada man killed.
It's actually a truck killed the children and the Okada.
Okay. I thought it's an Okada.
Oh no.
Anyway, all the same, my condolence to them means they are so rest in peace.
Amen.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate
God bless Igbo FM. God bless Nigeria.
Right.
Bless you.
Abdul right there giving us 2 cents and stamping his feet in the ground. Well. Okay, I was hoping that we could still run through 1 or 2, but let's go take this. Hello.
Hello, Yudi.
Yes, good morning to you, please.
Good morning, Yudi.
Yes,
and good morning, Cassandra.
Yes, good morning.
Felix from Lambata.
Good to hear from you. Go ahead.
Yes, from Lambata.
Yes.
Yudi, see this so-called coalition.
Yeah.
I just sympathize and pity Peter Obi for ever identifying with this set of people. Look, you don't have anything to worry about if it's this group of people that are coalition to overthrow them. These are a bunch of power-hungry, power grabbers. They have been in power before. What do they do? If it is this was, I tell you, APC will come back, definitely. Nothing will happen. I wish that people will go back to Labour Party and remain in Labour Party. Who follow him in Labour Party? Yes. These are a bunch of failures. Coalition. Coalition where? What is their track record? Thank you very much.
All right. What is their track record? That's what he says. I mean, some question right there. What is your track? You know, every time that you are saying that you're asking for an opportunity to be at a place, to fill up a space and all of that, they say, what have you done before?
What have you done? Why should we trust
How
you?
qualified are you to do these things? Okay, we'll see how we take this one. And then, of course, we will look into the front page again. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Yes, good morning to you.
My great king.
Yes.
My barrister.
Good morning to you, Doctor.
Yes.
Prince Ike.
Calling from Karimo.
Awesome. Doctor, 1 minute if you can.
Augusta.
Yes, please.
This issue of coalition is a wonderful development because through coalition that they were able to put out amiable and lovable and thinkable and thankable what Mr. President, the person of Jonathan. It's a welcome development. But, I don't know what to say because we Nigerians, we can never have one thought, one ideology, one concept, and also phenomenon at all. People are saying that they are power grabbers and this and that. What are the track record? Even the president that is in power, can you check his statistics? Hungry is everybody in this country. Unemployment, insecurity, all in the name of what APC government. Please let them come on board and also win so that Nigeria is going to have a new bridge a new transformation, educational transformation, economical transformation, security transformation, environmental transformation. There's what we call environmental determinism that says when someone's environment is okay, we have a sense of comfortability and hospitability. Mr. Man who is involved in that environment is going to bring the best out of him or her to see the development, improvement, and also investment or sanitization of that environment. But when someone's environment is awkwardly, bastardized, bucknized, with high sense of volatility and also austerity, Mr. Man will pick himself to run away because nobody's like to implement his head in some malute and cohesive environment.
All right.
Yeah, the environment can make you to be happy,
Dr.
it can make you to be sad, it can make you to be rich, it can make you to be poor. Can't we change our thoughts, our mind? One philosopher said that blindness of heart is more worse and dangerously worse than blindness of sight. Can we continue this gloom? In this, wonderful.
Doctor, I'll have to let you go now. I'll have to let you go now. But thank you, far too kind. Time has not given us that space right there. But let's just see how we can run through one or twos on the front page.
All right, we have the Punch newspaper. Now, 2027 presidency seems to be the biggest story this morning from the Punch. Mark cautions Atiku Obi as FG slams coalition chiefs. That can be found on page 2. Two riders to that one presidency mark clash over Tinubu's reforms. APC, PDP chieftains join ADC in Borno, Gombe, Ondo, Jigawa. All right. Well, beneath what seems to be a pictorial representation of EFCC's latest apprehension, let's talk about page 37, Customs. EFCC step up airport surveillance against money laundering. Now, page 15 has 3 school children, Okada rider crushed to death in Oyo. Page 18 says Adiola will run for Ogun governor in 2027. Aid confirms. Now, when I talk about EFCC's apprehension, I mean they have apprehended some nationals, some foreign nationals that I see from their back. They look Chinese. So just go to the Punch newspaper to find out what that is about. While on page 43, U.S. cuts Nigerians' visa validity to 3 months. Away from that story, on page 10, Natasha postpones Senate's return as NAS awaits apology. Page 19, or is that 18? Page 18 rather.
Yes.
Presidency blasts Obi as Ohaneze demands Kanu's release. Still Nnamdi Kanu. On page 12, we have the Kika 2025 admissions job set 150 benchmark, bars under 18. On the 16, rather. On the 16, please.
Well, let's just go and see what your messages read via the WhatsApp portal. Oh, a lot of voice notes now. Okay, let's start with the voice notes for want of time and see how we can go into them.
Alrighty, let's see what voice note. Okay.
So we do this so that the calls don't.
Alright, let's try to see what's going on. Alright, let's do it. Okay, this one is a message. All right, the first voice note we got.
Master UD. Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you, my
My
brother.
name is Suleiman Fulani, aka the original Fulani man photocopy from National Assembly quarters.
Awesome.
Cassandra, I greet you.
Good morning.
Aka Cassie, aka the radio golden voice. I greet all of you. Let me just make it briefly.
Yes.
The issue of this coalition that is going on or is trending always the time. My appeal to this coalition, please let unite ourselves. Like people were desperate to make sure that they remove Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Not to remove him be our problem, no. Let them get a credible person who is going to change the way that they are governing the country. Not that we don't like Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Why we don't like the way that they are governing the country, although we are saying it. The way that he's governing the country, that is our major concern. Who is coming to change it? Who can come in to make life better, easier to Nigerians? This is what we are looking for. So I think even with the Nigerians, we need to forget about our tribalism, religion issue, whatever it is. We should forget who is going to rule the country. Either he's a Muslim, Christian, South, North. Let them a credible person who is going to rule the country. But this is our major concern. Yes, thank you so much, sir.
Appreciate taking another voice.
Mr. Yudi, good morning, and great to stay in the studio. I greet you all. My name is Triple D from Waru. Mr. Yudi, if I can hear it very well, you say, is it immigration? How many passport they issues and they generated how many billion? Okay, you can imagine only one institution generating such kind of money, and then bring out all the institutions that are generating revenue institutions, bring them together and begin to calculate the money they are bringing into this country. And yet our leader will go on borrowing. They are using our sense for this country. Well, one of the governors, a bandit live among us. They know. He knows better, and they know. If they want to get solution to the problem, they know. But we'll get to try by the grace of God. God bless Eagles FM, and God bless Nigeria. Samasi, I greet you.
Yeah, good morning, Eagle FM. My name is Mr. Onyewego, calling from City of Suleja, Niger State. Yes, coalition has come to stay, and the APC is just making a statement that they are not afraid of coalition and everything. Yes, we all know they are jittering because of the coalition, and at least now Nigeria can have a strong opposition that can be put the government of the day on their toes. That is one of the beauty of democracy that has eluded us since 2015, and the same Nigerians are now complaining. Coalition, some color, one color in this station normally attack P2B. I don't know what he sees in P2B as a person. Everything P2B. But our people normally says that a tree that does not bear a good fruit doesn't need a stone to come on it. But when you begin to bear a good fruit, there must definitely stone will come on you. So we are proud of Nigerians. We are proud of P2B, and we pray that we get it right 2027. Right. If not, I don't know where Nigeria is going. My name is Mr. Onyewego from Suleja, Niger State.
Mr. Onyewego.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, Salasi.
Udwak Daniel, yes. The man with the golden voice. I guess you are there with Cassie.
Yes.
I want to sincerely appreciate the analysis, the way you guys are analyzing. Right. Sincerely appreciate you. Right. Me, my own, if it's good for all of us. When you go to the market, they don't ask whether you be APC, PDP, Labour, ABGA, or so on and so forth. The hardship that Nigerians are going through doesn't know race, doesn't know religion, doesn't know tribe. Them got to crash, reduce the price of petroleum. We are urging them they should do more, so that if we can be able to buy petrol at the rate of, even if it's 500 naira per liter, it will go a long way. But still, that's why you see whenever you go where there is CNG, you see a lot of queue, because most of the people are converting their vehicle to CNG because it's cheaper. If they can be able to reduce the phone price at least 500 naira, honestly, it will be very good. It will go the long way. Come to the issue of contribution. In fact, everyone is entitled to his opinion. Daniel, do you know that there are some people when they call off the radio until they make their contribution finish? That is it. Because sometimes you imagine what some people are saying. So that's me, Salasi. Sometimes I off my radio when some people are contributing. Thank you so much. Sincerely appreciate you for giving the privilege. Be blessing. Nakwana.
All right.
Good morning, Mr. Presenters.
Good morning to you.
My name is Uchman, calling sending this voice note from Lugbe Precise right now. See, I want to say something. See, suddenly coalition has become seen in the eyes of APC supporters and Tinubu, and it was the same coalition that actually brought them to power. There is nothing, they assembled themselves, the same old failure that they call these same people that assembled right now to form ADC, that the same old failure that actually assembled to form APC. And today they have grabbed power, and they have seen other coalitions as evil, and call them different printed names. Well, I'm not surprised, because from day one, right from when Tinubu was governing Lagos State, he doesn't tolerate opposition at all. You know, he always wants to always crush them, even when you know that they're doing. But the truth is this, sir, they are afraid. They are very much afraid. But I think finally God will surely liberate us from the hands of this APC that have come to destroy this country. The danger, what these guys have caused this country after the demise of APC, that when you see the gravity of the sins they have committed, they have destroyed this country completely. And anyone that is supporting them is an enemy of this country. Thank you.
Okay.
UD and Co, good morning. Quick one. This is Anthony Witness speaking from Suleja.
Okay.
If AGC can be able to sell their ego and their personal interests and their age-long policy against a particular crime, and they pick P2B to be assisted by one person, believe me, everything will be over. It will be a finish. Thank you. Have a good day.
Okay. Anthony Witness is witnessing that.
Hello, good morning, Udwak. My name is GB from Wuse.
GB.
Natasha postponed her resumption to Senate. Yes, he has listened to force of reasoning. He has now seen that those are praise singers and wailers and naysayers who are pushing her and misleading her. They misled her for publishing on social media when they called restrain her. Now he's paying 5 million naira. If he has resumed yesterday, she will have been embarrassed. He will have bundled her out of that place. But she needs force of reasoning. You know, he had to fulfill the condition, and one of the conditions they had to apologize to the Senate and publish them in two national newspaper and still go back to Facebook and publish it again. He had to fulfill that. Another thing is that even the Senate had to consider that. And all this narrative that the court nullified the suspension, no, court did not nullify. Court only say it was excessive, that the days was court did not nullify. But all those journalists, all those media who are marketing with her will say court nullified. No, court nullified suspension. If she misbehave again and do the same thing again, the Senate will still suspend her. The Senate rule stands, and it stands. And then they say Amechi and Obi are justly and competing for the presidency. Any of them cannot win Tinubu. All of them are defeated one way by Tinubu. Obi was defeated in the election, and Amechi was defeated in the primary, including Atiku. So all of those people, they are just that coalition will see the effect of it. But I'm glad that this coalition comes to prove that Tinubu is a master strategist, and that he will defeat all of them. Thank you, Father. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Right, let's try to see.
Good Dad, my name's Tay. Good morning, sir. This morning.
morning
How
to
are
you,
you? How you
baby.
doing?
I'm
I greet my
fine.
daddy. I missed their voice yesterday. Not around yesterday.
Right.
God bless you. Now, I see a beautiful voice. Now, wow. This voice will be Elizabeth, my friend. I don't understand. Which voice be this now? God bless you now, yeah? Good Dad.
Right.
I want to ask question. I don't even want to talk because I don't start with my for beginning. I just want to greet my call. God bless you now. Maybe later we'll call back, yeah?
Okay, BB. Thank you. Far too kind for that one. Oh, let's see. Any more?
Messages now.
Let's go with messages now. Where are we starting from, Cass?
All right, we should start with Chinonso from Suleja. I think he's one among the first people.
Okay, awesome.
Let's see.
Okay, so this one here, coming from Chinonso all the way from Suleja, says Daniel Bwala's brain has stopped working? Okay, remember, this is not my word. He said that himself because he has joined the ruling party. Say coalition is dead on arrival. Just wait and see. When time comes, we will get to know. Cassie, well done to you because your analysis is so on point. Take your flowers.
Thank you.
Okay. Truck just wasted 3 students. My condolences are with families. When the coalition happened in 2015, it wasn't coalition for losers. Now it's happening again. You're calling it coalition for failed politicians. No worry. I see say suffer. No de tayona. All right. Thank you for that one, though.
All right, we have another one. It says, good morning, Eduard, Daniel, and Cassandra. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
It's a cold morning, just the way it's cold for APC these days because of the coalition. I'd rather take a child of 3 seriously than taking Daniel Bwala seriously. He talks with 2 sides of his mouth. Then for the coalition, I can see it has really given many people sleepless nights. It will continue to give them sleepless nights till they pack out in 2027. Well, this coalition has come to take over and the gate of hell shall not prevail. Lion Boy from FGE, Loco Goma. Okay, Samuel from Kuje says, good morning to you, my brother. Obong Uduak, Daniel, and Cassandra. Congratulations and happy survival. Wow.
Happy survival.
Katina Governor saying that the bandits or terrorists living among them, I ask, is it now that he's waking up from slumber when they were busy harboring or hobnobbing with the bandits he did not know they were living with them? I beg, let's hear word. They should find a way to clean the mess they somehow created in the name of religion. Nigeria is not fighting war, but people are being killed without mercy on daily basis. And our leaders, both religious and political, are not doing anything to remedy the situation. Instead, they are busy struggling for who will succeed who come 2027. Time will tell. I rest my case. Let's go and look for what my family will eat, Jerry. Okay. Have a good and great safe day. Okay, you and Cassie, thank you so much. All right, we have another one. Let's breeze through it.
Who can take Daniel Bwala seriously in Nigeria? He's just a sycophant. When he was with Atiku, we heard all what he said against his now principal Bola Tinubu. Don't be surprised what Bwala would say against Tinubu if the table turns again. Whether APC likes it or not, the coalition has come to stay. It's like the value of education is deteriorating by the day as JAM continues to bring down cutoff mark for admission into our various tertiary institutions. This is an ill wind that would blow us any good. That wouldn't blow us any good. Okay, why not JAM do it the way it was in 70s, 80s, and 90s from Oganaman, Austin, and Guandamu, Nasarawa State.
Alrighty, now moving on and still looking at this one, we have. Okay, it says, good morning, UD and Cassie, the media chick. This is James from Suleja. Thank you, we'll see you. It is embarrassing listening to Nigerians lament about a coalition that has just been formed. This coalition was necessitated by the chaos rocking the various major alternative parties which seem to have been hijacked by the ruling party. The PDP and LP are in total chaos while others are no different from a Tea Party. That's a punchline.
Okay.
The coalition is the only viable option to challenge the ruling party. Whether anyone likes it or not, these unqualified politicians in the coalition aren't what Nigerians will be voting for. Nigerians only need their platform and structure. We allow our presses play on our sensibilities. What was the track record of Buhari and those that packaged him against Jonathan? On Dangote's petrol price reduction, like I will always say, Dangote and NNPC are both sides of the same coin and are simply playing good cop, bad cop with Nigerians. They adjust petrol prices under the guise of crude oil or crude price fluctuations. But then, UD, let me ask, how come these crude price fluctuations do not affect the prices of other products like gas, diesel, kerosene, or does international crude prices only affect petrol here in Nigeria? These people are just like the proverbial rat that chews at your feet while blowing to soothe you. Okay.
All right, this one is coming from Chima from Airport Road, UDN Co. My name is Cassie, the media chick, okay? Good morning. Well done work. Thank you. Why is it that our politicians don't care for what people are passing through? Atiku is still pending, seeking to contest, seeing that it is still the turn of the South to continue and finish the remaining 4 years. He should step down for Peter Obi, period. Okay. Second B from Nasarawa State.
All right, now taking B says, good morning, Daniel and my beautiful. That message was actually from Chima. I think from Airport Road.
Oh.
You forgot to mention.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
Chima.
now this one is from Taking B. He says, good morning, Daniel and my beautiful sister, Cassandra. Thank you. I'm in Nasarawa State.
Good morning.
The new coalition, the best thing that has happened this year, came at a time Wike has killed the main opposition party, PDP. I insist. Without the coalition, Tinubu would easily go back to the villa. We don't need angels in heaven, rather, to form the coalition. When you talk about track record, what's the track record of the current president? 2 years after in this administration, things are terrible. Nothing is working. All well-meaning Nigerians who are tired of suffering and smiling should queue behind the coalition to send APC parking. APC members are beginning to shake. Talking down on the new coalition, I pity APC members because the judgment day is coming by 2027.
Okay.
Should we brace?
I don't know. I don't know. We'll just take this one here and then call it a close. Sorry.
Just think.
Sorry. Okay. We'll just take it all. Okay. This one here, standing on existing protocols now. Comrade Olobasi from Buhari. Yes, there's no saint anywhere that will come up to rescue the nation if those in the coalition have no track record, according to one of the callers on the show. What about these APC people on the corridors of power, starting from former President Buhari? Can any of them in the present dispensation boast of an enviable track record? It's a matter of garbage in, garbage out. That's Nigeria for all of us. May God save us from ourselves. All right, amen. Well, I'll let you take this one.
Good morning, Yudi and Cassandra and Prince J from Life Camp. See, I do not understand why some people are saying the members of the coalition do not have track records. Please, I ask, what was the president's track record before becoming the president? He was a two-time governor, same as Ralph Aregbesola, El Rufai, and same other people in the ADC. UD, since I've known Suleiman Damfulani, also known as Original Fulani Man, has always been a strong supporter. If he can be saying what he said this morning, then I'm convinced we are going somewhere. Thank you all.
Okay, I see. All right, thank you. Prince J, all the way from Life Camp. This is where we could draw the curtains for this very segment, but don't get it twisted. The Eagles Morning Rises Breakfast Show is still ongoing. Sports on Eagles Wings coming on here, but thank you to each and every one of you. We appreciate you, and we don't take you for granted. 9 o'clock, we'll be right back.
Absolutely.
Don't go away.
No AC? No problem. We're cooling you down with the freshest hits.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.